Hello.
Mhm.
So good afternoon, everyone. In last lecture, we have seen point conversion, right? Means when we are considering all three coordinate systems, okay. And if any point is given in one coordinate system, we can convert that point in the another coordinate system. So we have seen all formulae for that. Means if any point is given in suppose cylindrical coordinate system, which is having coordinates r, phi, and z. Okay, then we can convert that point in the Cartesian coordinate system, right? Or we can convert any Cartesian coordinate into the cylindrical also. So we derived all formulae yesterday. So we'll see some examples on that. Means if any point is given, then how to convert that point into the other point in another coordinate system. Okay, so on write down here one question or example. So all of you, so is screen visible now? Is screen visible?
Yes,
Okay. So write down example. Convert point P, convert point P having coordinates 8, pi by 3 and pi by 6, having three coordinates, that is 8, pi by 3, pi by 6 in Cartesian coordinates. In Cartesian coordinates. Okay. Now, just first tell me the point P is given here. Just tell me in which coordinate system this point P is located. The point P is located in which coordinate system? In which coordinate system? Cartesian, cylindrical, spherical. So what are the Cartesian coordinates? X, Y, Z. Means these are simply lengths, right? Or values. Then in cylindrical, what are the coordinates? Cylindrical?
R, phi, Z.
R, phi, Z, correct. Okay, so this R is the radius. Then phi is the angle and Z is again length, okay, of Z axis. Then in spherical, what are the coordinates?
R, phi, theta.
R, theta, phi. No? R, theta, and phi. Okay. So R is radius, theta is angle with Z axis, and phi is angle along Z axis. Okay. So here two angles are there and one radius. Here one angle, two lengths, we can simply say. And in Cartesian, all three lengths. Now just check point P. So this 8, the first coordinate is value. Second is angle, third is also angle, right? In radians. So just tell me which coordinate system is this then?
Spherical.
It is a spherical coordinate system, means this point P is located in spherical coordinate system. Okay. So first note point P having coordinates 8, pi by 3 and pi by 6 is in spherical coordinate system. So you should first recognize that, and then you can convert it into the Cartesian. Okay. Now we have to convert into Cartesian. So what are the Cartesian coordinates? What are the Cartesian coordinates?
X, Y, Z.
And Z. right? So from spherical to Cartesian, we have seen yesterday only formulae. So what is x? What is x? From spherical to Cartesian? From spherical to Cartesian. Second figure we
R
discussed.
sin
R
theta
sin
cos
theta
phi.
cos
R
phi.
sin theta cos phi. Correct. It is R sin theta cos phi. Right? Then y is equal to
R sin theta cos phi.
R sin theta sin
Sin phi.
phi.
Sin phi.
R sin theta sin phi. And z is equal to only
R
R cos theta. Right? R cos theta. Now here you should first recognize which is R, which is theta, and which is phi. Right? So here the first coordinate is R, second coordinate is theta, and third coordinate is phi. Right? So here R is equal to 8, theta is equal to pi by 3, and phi is equal to pi by 6. Okay. So simply put all these values and find this x, y, and z. So it is equal to R is equal to 8 into sin theta. Theta is pi by 3 into cos phi. So cos is pi by 6. Okay. So just find this. Find this. What is x? You will get this as a value only here. That is the length of x-axis. Okay, what is this? X is equal to x is equal to
0.146.
146. Just check once again. Convert your calcium radians first. If you are taking pi by 6. Hello. So what is your answer? Okay, hello. Screen is visible? Is screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell me the answer. X is equal to
6.
6.
6. Correct. Then y is equal to R 8 sin theta, that is pi by 3 into sin phi, that is pi by 6. Similarly, find z, that is R cos theta. So R is 8 and cos theta. Theta is pi by 3. So what is y?
Three point 464.
3.464. Okay. And what is z? 3.464.
Z is equal to 4.
Z is equal to 4. Okay. So we get here point P in Cartesian system. it's P, which will have coordinates 6, 3.464 and 4. Okay, so this is your point P in Cartesian system. So in this way you can convert any point from one coordinate system to other. Okay, so समजलंय हे सगळ्यांना? समजलंय का? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now take one more example. So if you have formulae, you can calculate or you can transform any point from one system to another. Okay, so can I erase this? All of you noted? Okay, so I'll erase and give you another example. Convert, write down second example. Convert the following points specified in Cartesian into cylindrical coordinates. So first, that is A is given 0, -2 and 2. Then B is given √3, 1 and -1. And C point is given, that is -√2 and 3. Okay, so these are the points here. Now these are given in Cartesian system. Cartesian means X, Y and Z, and we have to convert it into cylindrical. So what are the cylindrical coordinates? What are the cylindrical coordinates? R, phi and Z, right? So we have to first find R, phi and Z from the Cartesian. So what is R there from cylindrical system? Sorry, from Cartesian, R is equal to square root of
X square
x
plus
square
y
plus
square.
y square, right? So if we take this first A we consider here, where the coordinates are 0, -2 and 2, means this x is equal to 0. Here what is given? X is equal to 0, y is equal to -2 and z is equal to +2. Okay, so this R is equal to square root of x square plus y square, means it is 0 square plus y square, that is -2 square. Okay, so this is equal to square root of 4, means it is equal to again 2, right? So you get here the first coordinate, that is R. Then phi is equal to, what is formula to find phi?
Tan inverse of y by x.
Correct, tan inverse of y by x. Okay, so it is equal to tan inverse of what is y coordinate? Y is equal to -2 and x is equal to 0, means tan inverse of here -2 divided by 0 means it is equal to an array. Anything divided by 0 is equal to
Infinity.
infinity. Okay, means tan inverse of infinity minus infinity is equal to काय असते? -π/2. बरोबर? Then Z. Now Z coordinate in Cartesian system and in cylindrical system काय असतात? दोन्ही पण सेम. तिथे कोणता अँगल वगैरे आहे का? नाही. म्हणजे Z ची व्हॅल्यू कार्टेशियन मध्ये जी आहे तीच व्हॅल्यू तुमची सिलेंड्रिकल मध्ये पण आहे, बरोबर आहे. सो इथे काय असणार आहे, झेड इज इक्वल टू झेड विच इज इक्वल टू 2. म्हणजे कार्टेशियन मध्ये तुमची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे, 2 आहे. तर सिलेंड्रिकल मध्ये पण तुमची व्हॅल्यू किती असणार आहे, तर 2. ठीक आहे, समजलं हे. म्हणजे तुमचे सिलेंड्रिकल कोऑर्डिनेट्स, इफ आय कन्सिडर पॉइंट पी हॅव्हिंग कोऑर्डिनेट्स r, phi, z, तर तो पॉइंट काय असणार आहे, पॉइंट पी चे कोऑर्डिनेट्स काय असणार आहेत, r इज इक्वल टू 2, phi इज इक्वल टू मायनस पाय बाय 2 आणि z इज इक्वल टू काय आहे, 2. ओके, सो दीज आर युअर कोऑर्डिनेट्स इन cylindrical system. Is it okay? Yes or no? हे समजलंय का सगळ्यांना?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay. So in this way you can find answers for B and C. Okay. So if they are asking anything, if only remember, suppose here I'll tell you. कार्टेशियन सिस्टीम कशी ओळखायची, पॉइंट पी आहे, सगळ्या व्हॅल्यूज दिलेल्या असतील. इफ दे आर गिव्हिंग ऑल व्हॅल्यूज देन विच सिस्टीम, कार्टेशियन. फर्स्ट you have to recognize there which coordinate system is given here. Okay, sometimes they will give you only point and convert this point into another coordinate system, they will ask you, but point is given in which coordinate system, you should recognize that. So if all values are there, then Cartesian. If point suppose p is given and suppose 2 is given, 5 is given and suppose 60 degree, they may give you in radian or in degrees. Okay, so if it is given in 60 degrees and again z is given, suppose again 4 will take. So what is this, r, phi, z, which coordinate system, cylindrical. Okay, cylindrical here. Then suppose point p is given, coordinates 2, r is 2, suppose angle is again here 60 degree and another angle is given, that is suppose 80 degree. Okay, so which coordinate system is this, what is this, r, theta and phi, two angles are there. So which coordinate system,
Spherical.
spherical, correct. Okay, so if no angle, Cartesian. If one angle but this only, remember phi is the second coordinate. If one angle, cylindrical, two angles, spherical. Okay, remember these things and you can find the answer here. So I hope everyone got the point conversion. Okay, everyone noted? Can we move to the next point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, this point is the transformation of vectors, and this is also important point. Just like this point conversion, transformation of vectors is also asked in examination. Okay, so concentrate for this also. They are asking for 4 marks and one question is there on this transformation of vectors, and first you understand this point. Okay, so I'll give you time for writing, but understanding is important. Okay, so don't write anything when I'm explaining anything. Okay, so the point is transformation of vectors. Transformation of vectors. Okay, so what is mean by transformation of vectors? What we did, we converted any point given from any coordinate system to another coordinate system. Okay, now here what we have to do, we have to transform vector. So if we consider only values, only magnitudes, then no problem. But when we are considering vector, here we have to consider directions also, right? So directions are important here. So here we'll see how actually any vector is converted from one coordinate system to another coordinate system. I'll take the example here and then we'll see some examples by taking direct values, but here by seeing equations. Okay, I'll explain. So first we'll see the example of transforming a vector from a Cartesian coordinate system to the cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so here transformation from Cartesian to cylindrical. To cylindrical system. Okay. Now here what we have to do? We have to transform vector which is given in which system? This vector is given in Cartesian system, and we have to convert this into cylindrical system. Okay. So we have to first write that vector. Okay. Suppose we are considering vector a bar is there. Okay. Vector a bar is given. This a bar is equal to how we are representing any vector. When any vector is given, any vector is equal to what is definition of vector?
Magnitude into direction.
Magnitude into direction. Correct. So if I consider the Cartesian system, then I have to consider all directions, that is x, y and z. So I have to write this vector in all three directions. So this a bar is equal to ax a bar x plus ay a bar y plus az a bar z. Okay, so this vector is equal to its magnitude into direction. Okay, for all three directions it is given. So write this equation as number 1 here. Okay, now we have to convert this vector into the cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so the vector in cylindrical system is given as again we will consider the vector a bar. So if we consider vector a bar for cylindrical system, what are the coordinates? R, phi and z, right? So we have to write this in this term only. Therefore a bar is equal to a. So AR, okay, in R direction it is AR unit vector a bar r plus second coordinate is phi. Therefore it is a phi unit vector a bar phi and plus last coordinate is z. Therefore it is az a bar z. Okay. Okay. Now this is vector in cylindrical system. Okay. So write this equation as number 2. Okay. Now here, what is this AR? This AR का है? AR is the magnitude. AR is the magnitude. But this A here, AR is magnitude, A bar R is direction. Okay. This means that actually this A is a vector or the magnitude of vector, but this is in R direction. Okay, it is in R direction, means we have seen the projection of vectors. We have seen the projection or length of projection we have seen, right? So what is there? We are considering one vector there. One vector G bar is there. This is another vector f bar. This is point P. So when this vector G bar is projected on vector f bar at this point Q, then this PQ is showing your length of projection. Length of projection. So can anyone tell me the formula to find length of projection? So
G
if
bar
this is
into
an-
dot
Yes, it is G bar dot
A bar F.
G bar dot A bar F. Correct. Okay. It means that what it indicates? It indicates that this vector G bar, this is vector G bar, is the vector which we are projecting. Okay, it is vector G bar which we are projecting, and this A bar F is the direction in which we are projecting this vector G bar. Okay, so it is the unit vector. Okay, it is the unit vector in which direction we wanted to project this vector G bar. Okay, that is showing your length of projection. Okay, so here this A bar R, here this A bar R is your length of projection. Okay, is your length of projection. Okay, so how we can write this AR? So I'll write here AR is nothing but the projection. AR is the projection of vector A bar. Okay, so which is this vector? Here instead of this G bar, which vector is there? A bar. And which direction is given? Here instead of this F bar, R direction is there, means R bar vector is there. Okay, so this AR is the projection of vector A bar in which direction? In R bar, or we can say A bar R direction. Okay, in A bar R direction. Okay, so we can write this AR. We can write this AR as this. This is the length of projection, or we can also call it as the length of projection. Okay, so we can write this AR as in this term. So this is equal to, which is that vector? A bar. Which vector we are projecting? We are projecting vector A bar. And in which direction we are projecting this vector? Okay, so that is R bar, and unit vector of this is unit vector A bar R. Isn't it? So this AR is equal to A bar dot A bar R. Is it clear? Is it clear? समजलंय का?
मॅडम अजून एकदा सांगा
हा,
ते
yes,
प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ लेन्थचं.
Yes. So here, length of projection. We have already seen this point. This is the application of dot product. Means by using dot product, we can find the length of projection. Okay. So length of projection means what? So here we are considering two vectors. First is vector G bar. First is vector G bar, and second is vector F bar. Okay, vector F bar is there. Two vectors are there. Connecting point is P here. Okay, and it is making angle theta. Now what we have to find? We have to find the length of projection. Then how to find this? To find this length of projection, it is given as the vector, that vector which you are projecting. मग आता इथे कोणता वेक्टर आहे जो आपण प्रोजेक्ट करतोय? तर तो वेक्टर आहे G bar. ओके, आणि कुठल्या वेक्टरच्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये आपण प्रोजेक्ट करतोय? तर F बारच्या. ओके, कशावरती प्रोजेक्ट करतोय आपण? वेक्टर एफ बार वरती प्रोजेक्ट करतोय, बरोबर आहे. सो त्या वेक्टरची डिरेक्शन घ्यायची. सो व्हॉट इज द डिरेक्शन ऑफ वेक्टर एफ बार? सो फॉर एनी वेक्टर डिरेक्शन इज रिप्रेझेंटेड बाय युनिट वेक्टर. डिरेक्शन इज रिप्रेझेंटेड बाय युनिट वेक्टर. देअरफॉर त्याची डिरेक्शन काय आहे मग एफ बारची? ए बार एफ. देअरफॉर लेंथ ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन म्हणजे वेक्टर जी बार ज्यावेळी तुम्ही एफ बार वरती प्रोजेक्ट कराल, कुठे झाला? पॉइंट पी वरती. म्हणजे ही पॉइंट पॉइंट क्यू वरती प्रोजेक्ट झाला, म्हणजे पॉइंट पी पासून पॉइंट क्यू पर्यंतची जी लेंथ आहे ती म्हणजे काय आहे? तुमची लेंथ ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन, किंवा याला काय म्हणतात? or it is also called scalar projection. Okay, or it is also called scalar projection, length of projection or scalar projection. So it is given by g bar dot a bar f. Okay, g bar dot a bar f म्हणजे जो वेक्टर जो तुम्ही प्रोजेक्ट करताय आणि युनिट वेक्टर की ज्या वेक्टर वरती तुम्ही प्रोजेक्ट करताय त्या वेक्टरचा युनिट वेक्टर. ओके, so we are getting length of projection here. Now here when we are considering vector a bar in the cylindrical system, it is given by equation number 2. Okay, now here consider AR. So AR is what? AR is the magnitude of vector a bar in r direction. Okay, but हे length of projection च clear आहे का? Length of
Yes,
projection.
ma'am.
Okay. Now consider vector in cylindrical system. That is vector a bar. Equation number 2. Now what is AR here? AR is the magnitude. Okay, magnitude of vector a bar in which direction? In r direction. Okay, so this AR can be represented as this is the magnitude, means it is the length of that vector in which direction? In r direction, right? So this AR can be given as, or it is given as a bar, means it is nothing but the length. Okay, it is the length in r direction. Okay, so we can represent this as g, just like g bar dot a bar f. So it is a bar, that vector, into the direction, into the unit vector in which you are projecting the vector. Okay, so it is a bar dot a bar r. Okay, so write this as equation number 3. Then similarly we can write for a phi. So what is a phi here? How we can write this a phi? Anyone?
A bar dot a bar phi.
Correct. So it is a bar dot a bar phi. Dot a bar phi. Okay, it is in phi direction. Equation number 4. And the last one is AZ. So this AZ is equal to, what will be AZ?
A bar dot a bar z.
A bar dot a bar z. Correct. Okay, this is equation number 5. Now you can note these all equations fastly. And one more thing, actually syllabus is very very vast. So almost so many points are remaining from our first chapter also. There is point conversion we covered. Now we have to see the Coulomb's law. There is line, surface, volume integral. Then there is electric field intensity, and again so many derivations are there. So syllabus requires so many lectures. So everyone, I request that everyone concentrate for the lecture, so that you can understand fastly. We can cover our syllabus. We are not going fastly, we are going slowly, but whatever points given in your syllabus, I'm not taking only these points. Okay, I'm not taking direct points, because if I go directly there only, you will not understand anything. If I want to complete syllabus, I can complete, because only 10 lectures are given for first chapter. Okay, only 10 lectures, but we require so many lectures. Okay, more than 20 lectures I'm taking for the first chapter only, because it is necessary to understand. Okay, without understanding, if we jump from one point to another point, it will be useless only. Okay, so everyone concentrate, because your understanding is more important than the point conversion point, sorry, completion. Okay, so if you understand fastly, we can cover all these points. Okay, and this point conversion, transformation of vector is not given in syllabus. If you check the syllabus, it is not given, but they are asking examples, so it is important to understand this also. Okay, and if I move directly to the another point, so you cannot do this yourself. Okay, so these are basic points only. And after this, actually I have not taken test also, because there are no questions which can be asked in this previous syllabus. Only there was a vector, they can ask you, just like the unit vector, or in from if the points are given, from if the vector is given as AB bar, if a then find vector AB bar, or find unit vector. Like this, some questions are asked, but I cannot take the test on only that point, right? So after completion of some syllabus, uh, uh, the questions which are asked in examination on these points, I can take the test. Okay, so after completion of this test, I will first take the surprise test, and then I'll take the unit test after completion of first unit. Okay, and our syllabus is lagging, so we need to take more lectures, so be prepared for that also. You have to give extra time for EME, because I am taking lectures, extra lectures also. So Owen, can I erase? Can I erase? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you reply. So I'll keep only the important equations here. Otherwise, okay. Now here we have to convert this, right, into the cylindrical. So when we are finding the cylindrical vector, we need this AR, A5 and AZ, right? And this AR is given as A bar dot A bar R. So we can consider these equations 3, 4 and 5, and equation number 1, which is nothing but vector in Cartesian system. So we can write equation for AR. Okay. So this AR is equal to, or first write here, considering equations equation number 3, 4, 5 and equation number 1. And equation number 1 we can write here AR. This AR is equal to A bar dot A bar R, right? So it is equal to what is vector A bar in the Cartesian coordinate system? In Cartesian we are writing this as AX, A bar X, right, plus AY, A bar Y, plus AZ, A bar Z, right, dot A bar R, okay, dot A bar R. So we can write this equation as there is a dot product with unit vector. So we can write this as just multiply AR into the dot product of unit vectors. So it is A bar X dot A bar R, A bar X dot A bar R. Just wait for a minute.